Hello there, this is Donna Reiners. How are you today? It is a windy day here in Katy, Texas. I mean windy. My window is open, or my blinds are open so I can see outside. And the wind is whipping, whipping, whipping. And it's quite something. And so, all morning long, since early, I have felt the words, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. And that's all I seem to have heard. And I wasn't wanting to hear anything. But that's all that kept coming. Don't give up, don't give up. And then I received several phone calls from some clients who were in positions of wanting to give up. And I thought, you know what? My inside said this is not just about me, that this is not just for my clients, but this is outside. This is happening in this season. So I just want to strengthen you today. Listen, don't give up. 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 And don't give up. Just don't give up. What if that's all I said for 30 minutes? Don't give up. 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 It seems like that's all that wants to come out of my mouth. So I'm just telling you, don't give up. And if you have no issue giving up, awesome. But if you know somebody that you know on the inside is feeling like they're giving up, then when I'm done with all this, just text them this. You don't have to tag them. You don't have to embarrass them. Just take the link and send it to them in a private message or something. Do not give up. And I'm not going to give you some schmooze about this, that, or the other. I'm just telling you, giving up just cannot be your option. Listen, I was doing some reading this morning on trends. Do you know one of the trends is suicide? That's just craziness. Craziness to think that that's the option. That giving up, that permanently giving up is even an option. And I was thinking to myself, you know, it seems like that's a new thing. But you know, technology and social media and the way we're able to be everywhere on the planet, even in the place where there's nothing but a satellite. People have phones, but they may not have food, but they have phones. People have been giving up for a long time. It's not a new thing. It's just a new thing for us to know about it. It's just a new thing for everybody to have a global witness of someone giving up, or a country giving up, or a people group giving up. So giving up's not a new thing. But we can encourage one another to not do it. This is a day not to give up. And I see the thoughts. I've tried this before, it didn't work. No matter what I do, I feel the same way. Every time I wake up, I just don't want to get out of bed. I'm so depressed. I don't feel good. I've done this before, but it didn't work. These are thought processes inside here, that you have to address, or they will be there the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next year. And listen, sometimes these are emotional memories based on traumatic events that have occurred in the past, and you wonder why it happens the same time every single year. And some people don't even understand it happens every single year like clockwork, because maybe you experienced a death in your family, maybe you experienced a friend who passed away, or a child passed away, or a parent passed away, or something happened where you were in deep grieving, and so it has caused you on the inside to give up. I'm asking you to have a change of mind today. I'm asking you to communicate with someone that you know wants to give up. I want you to communicate to them. Tell them no. Tell them you care about them. Tell them there is purpose on the planet for them. And I'm telling you, if you're looking at this and you are someone who wants to give up, or you've been seeing thoughts of, maybe it's just time to go to heaven. Or, I've pretty much done everything I can do on the planet. I can go home anytime. Really? Listen, if you're in Christ, home is inside you already. And going to home should be inside you right now. Not a place you go to. It's a person you know when you're in Him. It's not a place you go to in the by and by. That escape mentality is part of why some people want to check out. A whole generation wanting to check out because they were taught, let's escape. Let's just go. Oh, it's better. They're in a better place. Really? God put us in this skin on this planet on purpose, for a purpose, and it wasn't to look to leave. It was to remain and prevail. So I just want to strengthen you today. Hello, Paula Parker. I want to strengthen you today. Do not give up, and encourage the person to your left and the person to your right for them not to give up. And if you have any thoughts that are on this methodical, recurring place inside of you where you're constantly disappointed, you're constantly not looking forward to this or that, or you're constantly feeling like you can't get ahead, or you're constantly discouraged, or you have this negative mindset inside all the time that's ripping you a new one. Listen, that's not your portion. That's not who you really are. That's not your inheritance. That's not the life that is intended for you. It is not the life that is intended for you. Your life is not the life that gives up. Your life is not the life that remains defeated. Today, you get to make a choice. Listen, it is a decision. And you know what the decision is? I counsel people all the time, and it sounds so silly. Sometimes the decision is the same decision you made when you went to brush your teeth. It's just a place on the inside you go, you know what? I need to brush my teeth now. Well, that's the same decision that gets you out of bed. That's the same decision, a decision-making place where you stop and go, wait, I'm not going in that direction. I'm going in this direction. I'm not choosing this thought pathway. I'm choosing this thought pathway. It is a cognizant, conscious choice. And I do believe we can get to a place where we only see darkness. I've been in a place where I only saw darkness, where it was so dark that I just felt like, what's the point? What's the point? And it was so dark that I did go into a place where all of a sudden I knew that 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 I'd never been that dark before. And I'm thankful that in that place, I chose to rise. I did. It was a choice to rise. It was not a feeling. My feeling said remain in the place of defeat, remain in this abyss, remain in this place where you may not ever be able to get up. Because sometimes you remain somewhere long enough where you can't get up. But I did get up. And you know what? I'll just tell you the truth. It was a process from that point forward to stay up. And it was not easy because I'd allowed myself so long so far to go in that one pathway where everything was so narrow. The light was here, the darkness was here, and I had chosen the dimness, and I had chosen the darkness, and did not know that it was dark. Because you become accustomed to the dark. You can see in the dark normally. And then that darkness becomes your light, and you don't even know. You don't even know that the thoughts and the ideas and what you're passing through is not for you. So I understand the process of taking you into darkness, and I understand the process of stopping and choosing to come out of that same dimness and that same darkness into a place where it was brighter. So I just want, with everything within me, to encourage you to live today, to permanently refuse the thoughts and the ideas and the processes that have taken you, or maybe a friend, or maybe a family member, taken you into this place where the darkness and the dimness has become your light. Make a new choice. Make a new choice. Make a new choice. And I know sometimes it seems that in that place you can't change your mind because it becomes so comfortable and it becomes so much a part of you. It's almost like you have a blanket on you because you were cold. You know, you were cold and you wanted to warm yourself. And so you warmed yourself so long in that place of dark comfort that it became your light. It became your light. It became your light. Listen, sometimes you got to take the blanket off one little step at a time. One little step at a time. So I encourage you today to encourage a friend today. To start to peel off the blanket of the darkness that has become your light. Because that's not your portion. That's not your inheritance. That's not who you really are. It may feel like that's who you are today, but it doesn't have to be who you are tomorrow. I have been in the place where the darkness was my light and I did not know. And sometimes it just is a process to come out of the darkness that is your light. Sometimes you have got to stop and refuse the thoughts and the ideas of condemnation that tell you, why are you still there? Listen, no, none of us should be, but sometimes it happens. And when you're there, stop that condemning voice. Stop that condemning voice. Say no, 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 no. And if that's not for you, listen to me. I want you to call your friend or text your friend. They can see this video or not see this video. Don't care. Tell them no, 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 no to any condemnation that they're feeling about finding themselves in the darkness that has become their light. And listen, sometimes people have been in darkness so long, they don't even know that it's dark because it has become their food, their portion, their nutrition. And when you eat junk food and that's all you eat and it's good and you like it, sometimes you don't even realize it's junk food anymore. So, to return to the beginning of this video that I've done impromptu, because it's just inside me today. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. If you don't feel like you have a reason for living, it's because you've been in darkness so long, you have forgotten that you have a reason for living. It's not because you don't have a reason. It's not because you don't have a reason. You do have a reason. You just can't think of it right now because it's been inundated with all this stuff and this process of darkness that took you into a place where now your worldview is just seeing the darkness and you can't see the light. Listen, I know that this is a deep word. I get that. I'm just a deep person. You know, sometimes some of us are called into the deep places to bring people out of the deep places. So I'm telling you, do not give up. Because sometimes people can have a smile on their face. They can be in ministry. They can be CEOs of companies and have darkness living so much inside them and be in such despair, be suicidal, and all these things happening inside of them, and nobody knows. Because their darkness has become their light. And guess what? Sometimes that light becomes the light for people around them. And people are brought into a place of darkness and they don't even know it. Listen. Choose life today. Choose life today. Choose life today. And if you don't need to choose life today, then listen, choose life for somebody else. Because I guarantee, with suicide trending the way it is, with things happening across the world the way they do, there's somebody within your atmosphere that on the inside, they're not choosing life. I encourage you to take a step outside of yourself and ask God to show you, is there somebody I need to encourage today to choose life? Because let me tell you something. Even though my worldview inside me knows we live forever, this is the place we're supposed to live right now. Right here, right now. This is our inheritance, guys. Don't escape from it. Live in it. Breathe in it. Take it. Own it. Don't turn back out of it. And you're right. You're right. Yes, Diana. She says, so very true. The prettiest of smiles can hide the deepest depths of pain. Oh my gosh, isn't that not the truth? I have been the one who nobody knew how dark inside I had become. So dark I didn't know who I was anymore. Because my light was so dim, it had become so dark. I didn't even know I was in darkness. So I just bless y'all today. I strengthen you today with just the simplicity of do not give up. Do not give up. Every day is a new day. You do have purpose on the planet. You do. You might be in a moment of transition. I know some folks that are in work transition and they feel like they have no purpose anymore because they aren't doing anything. It's just a place of transition. It's not your forever. Don't allow your today emotional mood to become your forever. Don't allow it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Tell yourself, let me do a little exercise with you. Put your hand right here. Everybody, put your hand right here. Everybody, put your hand right here and say with me, I have purpose on this planet. This planet. On this planet. I'm not escaping from this planet. I'm living here on purpose, with purpose, for a purpose. I'm choosing life. I'm choosing today to be thankful for life. I'm choosing today to live with purpose. And if you're in transition and you don't have a job and you're sleeping until noon, let me tell you something. Get your butt up in the morning as if you got a job. Get yourself up, get yourself some coffee or whatever it is you do, drink a water and sit down, do some contemplating on good things, on positive things, and then take a walk or go someplace and take a walk there. Do something with intention when you're in transition, or your transition could become your position. I bless you today. Do not give up. This is Donna Reiners. Share this with a friend. Man, it'll be food for somebody. It might be life for someone. Today is the day to not give up. I bless you. Until soon. Donna Reiners. Bye-bye. Every day with Donna May. Bye-bye.